Well, we have a really cool update with the Snapmaker U1. So for anyone who owns one or is going to own one, stay tuned because this is really cool. Before we get started, I'm basically Bensky, so if you want to give me a like and a subscribe, that would be great because it helps keep the channel going. This is gonna be a really quick video, but I wanted to show you on YouTube because it just gets the most traction and I just wanna make sure everybody knows about this kind of as quickly as possible. Because truth be told, it's my wife's birthday, so I probably shouldn't even be making this video, but she's taking a shower, so I know I have exactly 45 minutes to get this out.
That's what she said.
But there's a huge update to the firmware that we have to talk about. So I've already updated the other 4 Snapmakers, so I'll show you on this one, but let's look right here. Hopefully we can get this to focus in. But the first thing, it says added skipped objects. This is huge. So we're gonna upgrade now. We've already got it going and it's just gonna do its little thing. And what's great is it doesn't need to recalibrate. I do it anyways because I always recalibrate after a firmware, but it doesn't say you have to. So we'll just kind of get that going. So we have everything updated, but there is a very specific way that this has to be done because it's not just automatic. And as a fair warning, this will not be retroactive for past projects that you've already sliced and sent to your printers. So what we're gonna do is open up Snorka or Snapmaker Orca Slicer, and you're gonna have to load in your model. Now I've already loaded in these models. These are cute little German Shepherds. I've already printed a bunch of these guys and I love them to death, by the way. And so what you have to do when you get into your slicer is you're gonna come into you're gonna do your normal stuff, do your quality, do your strength, however you wanna do that. But then you're gonna come over to others. And as we come down to others, you're gonna see G-code output. There is now an exclude objects button. That needs to be clicked and then we can slice it. And once it's sliced, we can go ahead and send it over to the printer and then I'll show you what that looks like over there. Okay, so it doesn't look like it necessarily popped up over here like it does with some of the other slicers. I'm sure that's probably something that's gonna come later, but we'll go ahead and go over to the printer and show you what it looks like. So the printer's still in its primary bed detection stage, but you can see already there is a skipped object button where the light button would normally be to turn that light on and off. So the print is going, and again, as we can see on the screen, we now have the skipped object button. So we'll click that, and then it has all of the things here where you can select it, and you can also select here. Now, this is very different than any of the other ones that I've worked with because some of the other ones, you can't select more than one object to skip. You have to select them one at a time and then skip it. But here we can select both of them, and that way you don't have to worry about what they're labeled, so you don't have to label everything individually. So we press that, we just press skip, we'll confirm, we go back in here, and it's grayed out, just like we're used to. So then let's see what this looks like here. It's doing that back model, which it should be because we skipped the other one. And as you guys saw right there, it went over to the other model and then just skipped it. And then just one more time so we can see how the skip object exactly works. I think it's gonna do black right now. Or no, this is the brown. Okay, so it's doing the last little bit of this one, and I think it should fake out, go to the next model, and then go back and do the, yep, there it is, see? Faked out. Skip the object, goes that. This is gonna be incredible. So there you guys have it. We have been waiting for the skip object, and I think this is something that really is a huge testament to Snapmaker. They have really listened to the community and they try to pump out updates as fast as they can in order to help people because they're listening. And I think that's really, really cool. And because of that, it's why I really love this printer. And so hopefully that helps you guys if you've been looking about how to skip objects. And if you've also done the firmware update and you're wondering, why can't I skip an object? It's because it's in the slicer. You do have to enable it, but you can just set your profile to always have that enabled so you don't have to worry about it in the future. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I know this isn't from Thursday, but I'm still gonna have my Thursday video. But please, if you're not already subscribed and like this video and the little bell icon, I'm basically Bensky with 6 Magic, baby.